Alright, what's going good, YouTube? It's your boy Eric. We're back, and then this time we're bringing out the Z06. Tonight we're running my homies. It's an RTR 2025 Mustang with a 3.0 Whipple, and then we're also running possibly a boosted C6 Grand Sport. So it's gonna be a pretty good race. Yeah, the RTR makes way more horsepower than me crank-wise. So you already know the C7Z06 makes about 650 horsepower, 650 torque, and then the 2025 RCR makes about 810 horsepower, which crank, I think it's about 760, 750 maybe horsepower, give or take. So keep in mind, they're both bone stock, so this is gonna be a good race. Stock for stock. The only thing mine has done to it is I guess an upgraded lid, like a taller lid, but that's pretty much it. It's pretty much the same size as a 2017 C7Z06. I also just put the ZR1 wheels on this one. The setup that I had on my ZR1 is now on my C7Z06. So yeah, I can check it out real quick. Yeah, so there she is, guys, the new tire setup on the C7Z06. We got 18-inch CCW rears wrapped in Mickey Thompson R's, and then we have the signature fronts. They're just a regular, I think, like 295, 30, 19 in the fronts, and then we got the 18s in the rears. Yeah, man, so these should hook pretty good. I make a lot less power than as compared to the ZR1, so I'm confident these will hook. Liking the new look, man. I like this tire setup. I haven't really seen anybody with signature fronts and then CCW rears. I'm a rears only dude, I guess, right? So yeah, rears only. But it looks pretty sick, man. I kind of like the profile of this tire. It's kind of like some of the ZR1 guys that they run. The tire they run, they always have like a little gap up top. I'm digging the look. What y'all think? Yeah. So this is the exact setup wheels I had on the ZR1. My ZR1, I got some special tires, a whole wheel setup for that. I recently picked those up maybe about last month. It is now December. So yeah, man, pretty excited for this. So I'm gonna get these couple runs, and then we're gonna start doing bolt-ons to this. I got headers, I got 85, and I got pulley ready to go. Tuning wise, I'm gonna go with Justin White. Just because I've seen all his stuff has like good, like all the cars he's been running have been like running pretty stout. So I'm gonna go with Justin White tune, and then so this is actually the first day of the week that I have the full week off from vacation from work. So it's gonna be a bunch of content, and then a bunch of modding. Just got my blower back ported from Kong, got the ported snout, and then have the Nick Williams, I think it's like a 103 throttle body attached to it. It's like some mock-ups we had to do. Shout out John. He used to work for Lethal Performance. He was one of their mechanics. They're good ones. He knows his stuff. So he helped me with advice for mocking up the stock LS9 snout, and then to hook it up to the 103 Nick Williams Kong collab. I don't know what they have. Kong, I think he just stamps his logo on the Nick Williams 103 throttle body. So yeah, we mocked that up. Fits perfect. Now I just had to find trying to find a 5-inch cold air intake so I can attach the I had to buy the I don't know, they're like the rubber, they're not couplers, I don't know, the rubber attachment that attach the cold air to the throttle body, the 4.5 to a 5. I got one of those, so I need a bigger cold air, because the stock one I have is the Lincoln Felter, and then that's for like the stock. It comes with its own stock fitting. Maybe I can find a fitting that attaches that one. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's just been a whole issue trying to mock up that throttle body with the snout, stuff like that. So the blower is back. I am gonna have to do oil change on the ZR1. After I get the oil change done on the ZR1, then I'll put the blower back on, and gotta get a retune again. And then I also need to find another belt size, because Kong did recommend the lowest pulley you can do on the LS9 is a 2.5, and that explains a lot, because that's why my blower seized up. So I was running the 2.35 or 2.30 on my stock LS9 blower, and I think running that small of a pulley, going back-to-back pulls for 3 pulls back-to-back, that's what maybe like locked up the blower. And so now I pulleyed up. So even though my blower is ported and I do have a ported snout and a bigger throttle body, I did pulley back up. So might make the same power again, I'm not sure. We'll see what tuning wise it goes to. But yeah, man. But for now, we're just gonna be doing some pulls against the homies in the 2025, against a 2025 RTR and possibly that C6 Grand Sports boosted. I don't know what boost application it has. We'll get more of that once I get to the secret spot. See you there. Peace. All right, guys. This ended up being a crazy meet. All right, so we got my super stock ass like C7 Z06. Right over here, this that boosted C6 Grand Sport. I ain't got no juice for him, but this is really nice, dude. The CCWs go hard on this, man. These are really nice wheels. I think this one makes about like, we got this Camaro right here. I think those heads can build. Pretty sick. Got this Super 6 Supersonic Blue 01. I think I've seen it on the other videos. Then we got this another C7 Z06. These are, I think they're like making at least 800. And then here's a Mustang again. We'll get a rerun with that one. We'll give him a couple more runs just so he can get used to the car. I think he's new to the platform, so it is a 10-speed auto. So yeah, we're just gonna get the rerun with this one. And then yeah, man, this is a pretty stacked meet right here. Super sick cars. Yeah. Dude, this color's so gorgeous. Sick wheels. This is a sick setup. Yeah, man. All right, we can get to the runs right now. I'm just gonna post it with what I got. Man, we got some really good runs in against that Mustang. It was pretty much like neck to neck. The only thing is these, even though I did upgrade the lid, they still get pretty hot, so I'm just gonna let it chill. I think we're gonna run against this C6 Grand Sport. I'm probably gonna get the works, but it makes so this is the setup for that one. We're gonna run just to see where he's at. And here it is. the 3.0 Whipple RTR. Then we got the Camaro. Yeah. Yes, let's get to it. All right, guys. And that was a pretty crazy night. We got some better runs against that RTR versus that first video I posted on my Instagram. Yeah, the race was a lot closer, I think. So we both did 60 to 130 draggy times, and then his draggy time was like way better than mine. Mine was I'll put it up on here somewhere. Mine was in the 8 seconds. It was my best time for 60 130s, and then his was in the 7s. Which is like, you can tell like he was trucking, like he was coming back around pretty hard. So that explains it. Like that, like once I guess he gets the car more dialed in for the 10R80, I don't know, there's like a special method like you got to do to like make it shift consistently, just boom 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 boom. So once he gets that more settled in, I think he pretty much got me. But yeah, this is pretty much what it can do stock. Just want to show y'all what it can do, 60 130s and some road races, bone stock. The only thing was just the DSX lid and then the tire that it's on right now. But yeah, man, I'm off this whole week, so I'm gonna start working on the bolt-ons. I'm gonna throw on the headers from Speed Engineering, 2-inch headers, and then the X pipe. Keep the stock hatbacks. That's cool with that. And then I've been messaging back and forth with Justin White tune. Pretty much the only thing I can do right now bolt-ons is headers and pulley or headers and E85 without having to mess with like the fuel system. Eventually anyway, the DSX auxiliary pump, just like I got my C6 ZR1, which can do it on C7 Z06, and then from there we can do headers, pulley, and the E85, and then it should be a bolt-on monster, man. Like this car, for what it is, it's hanging in there, man. So I'm excited to see what else it can do against like other, man, honestly, I'm getting sick of like right now the whole thing is like it's been like Z01 crime, like Z06 and like LS, like crime on crime. I was like, I'm trying to go after the Coyotes, man, because like the Coyotes and the BMWs have right the street car game on lock right now. So the Chevy boys, we gotta step it up. We gotta take on these Coyotes and these Beamer dudes, cause enough with the LS on LS and LT crime. All right, we need to come after these Coyotes and these Beamers. So that's my goal right now. After I do the headers, we're gonna go back to the ZR1, install a blower back on there. I do need to get a bigger cold air intake. I'm trying to get an LMT because I've heard the map signal is kind of like messed up on the Gen 1 Kong stuff, and I'm not gonna blow like almost $3,000 on that new generation cold air intake from Kong. So I'm just gonna look for the LMT 5-inch cold air, and then I need to get the matching, I guess, like the attachment fittings from the cold air to the throttle body, and then that's pretty much it. We'll get a retune, and then the ZR1's back. Yeah, so got a lot of stuff working on this weekend. Bolt-ons for this C601 blower, trying to get that back. Maybe we can get it tuned this week too on a Friday or something. And then, but the weekend I'm out of town. I'm gonna be headed to Houston. Just be chilling there for a little bit, exploring the city. But yeah, man, I really love this car, man. Like it's I swear, like these vets just like cease to surprise me, man. Like I love the way they perform, the way they feel, the way they look, like everything about these. It's just yeah, man, I'm a huge LS LT guy. What can I say? So thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later. Peace.